But okay, so yeah, we're gonna do like inner thigh stuff, hip stuff, back of the leg stuff, because with the heat,
It's tight.
and because the water element, it resides in that pelvic bowl. So we're gonna just activate the water element and help us like cool from the inside out. Yeah. So if you want to start, we're our second pose is going to be legs on the wall. That's why I have your blanket there. So we'll do legs on the wall next, but we're going to start. I think we just start on our backs. We can start on reclined butterfly with our feet together, the knees out to the side. If you want, you can bring the hands on the thighs. Sometimes that just adds a little weight or even just awareness there. Or if you want, I know that Annalise likes to bring her arms over her head. You can bring arms overhead. We'll drop into our Yin Yoga. Just letting the breath come and go, not trying to change the breath, just being with the breath. And this week we're looking at our triangle pose, which is really awesome for your situation because our triangle pose, it's got those three sides, it's got the 3 points of the triangle. And so Trikonasana, like in our asana yoga, it supports us in embodying the creative process of the cycle of life, the preservation process of the cycle of life, and the transformation or the destructive process of the cycle of life. So as we rest here in our reclined butterfly, we're not going to be doing triangle pose in the traditional sense, but we're going to embody the energy behind it. We're going to embody the energy of triangle pose in our practice tonight. So let's just let the breath come and go. As we do that, we're just allowing the energy of the cycle of life into our space. Just drawing that energy in. You don't even have to do anything, just allow the energy to be here. The creative process, the process of preserving, and the process of transforming. So we can relax our face and our chest, let the shoulders rest back on the floor, let the stomach kind of even collapse. If we want to think of that, let the stomach drop in, let it collapse in. Let the toes be effortless and the soles of the feet just rest. There's nowhere we need to go. There's nothing that we need to do except drop in. Let the breath come and go. So these 3 parts, you might notice I often offer us to drop into a shape or to leave a shape with 3 breaths, right? Or when I ding my tingshas, I do it 3 times. We chant shanthi 3 times. And the method behind all that madness is that it's that cycle. And so now you know that little secret. We're creating, we're preserving, we're transforming. Dropping in to that. If your mind starts to wander at any time in your practice tonight, we're just going to create a visual triangle on our body. So imagine The left shoulder is one point of the triangle. Now trace your awareness across the chest to the right shoulder. It's the second point of the triangle. And that third point may be down below the navel or at the navel itself. And then trace your awareness to the left shoulder. Trace your awareness to the right shoulder. And down to the navel. And maybe just continuing with that visualization, giving the mind an anchor, giving the mind something to do. Drawing us into this present moment. Let's give an exhale to our being. And bring our awareness to both hips and both shoulders, and both knees, and both elbows, and both ankles, both wrists, to our toes, to our fingertips, and to our heart space. And now we'll chant Om 3 times. And even the mantra Om itself, we can think of it as having 3 parts. We have the Om. It's like a mandala in the mouth, the roof of the mouth, the back of the throat, and then out the front of the mouth. Those 3 parts, again, that cycle of life. So we'll chant the mantra Om 3 times to begin our practice. Let's exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then as you're ready, making your way, wiggling your way, moving your way over to the wall. And sometimes it's real easy to just bring the hips to the wall or one hip and then swing the legs up and then swing the butt over to the wall, feet to the wall. And if you don't have a wall at home, bring it to the couch or the side of the bed and just let those backs of the heels rest on the wall. You can bring the feet a little bit wider apart. It's more like a dragonfly on the wall. The feet can be together. Let those shoulder blades, maybe you lift the shoulder blades off the ground, bring the arms together, and then lay down on your back, and then bring the arms out to the side and kind of let those shoulder blades just unravel onto the floor. Arms can be at the side, like a T, or they can be on the stomach. We're going to allow ourselves to be here with our legs up the wall. Allowing the backs, the legs to open, and that awareness on the cycle of life, maybe tracing that triangle shape in the body. You decide you don't want to just leave your hand. Give yourself an anchor with that triangle to trace, or maybe just an om in your heart. Bring it across your chest. Put yourself through the blanket. Maybe let your next exhale bring that spine into the floor and the front of the body into the spine, just resting the front of the body and the back of the body. Maybe another exhale to drop deeper into the shape. Thinking of the creative process of the cycle of life. As we're creating, there's transformation happening. As we're creating, there's some preservation happening. As we preserve, there's transformation happening. So these cycles happen concurrently. We're not just creating, the creative process itself is transformation. So just recognizing how these energies support one another, how they differ a little bit, but honestly, they're all one. We can't have one without the other. We can't even separate them. And creation isn't always that first step. It's transformation or destruction of something that leads to creation. Allow the head to rest without effort. Now, as you're ready, this shape that we've been preserving, allow ourselves to transform in order to create the rebound. So transforming from our viparita karani, our legs up the wall, to our rebound. Allowing ourselves to become flat and still and neutral on the floor. Allowing that prana to flow without obstruction. Shanthi. Allow yourself to drop into the space that you're cultivating for yourself right now. Shanthi. Shanthi. Then we'll slowly peel ourselves off the ground. We come into water bug. I don't know if we've ever done water bug in our Yin Yoga class before. So come up off the ground, kind of come to your knees, come into a tabletop, and maybe turn it on the long way, so that way, because we're going to bring our leg out. Yeah. So first we're going to walk our arms forward, like our puppy pose. And then we'll send the right leg out to the side, the foot on the floor, and then drop that heart into the floor. And maybe bring the left hip over the left knee. And press that right foot into the floor and sink the heart to the ground. And allow yourself to be here. And that left knee, bring the left hip up maybe just a little. Yes, exactly. Yep, that's it. And just adjust however you need. So maybe this is where we feel, I was talking about the inside of the leg, you might feel it on the inside of that thigh. Yep, maybe between the shoulder blades. Maybe the low back. You might feel it on that left outer hip just a little, you may not. Maybe the forehead rests on the ground, maybe it doesn't. Now in this shape, maybe we bring to our heart space and our head space something in our life that stands out, that's being created. When we think of something that we're creating right now, bring the first thing that comes into your mind, bring it into your heart space. And with that, in your heart space, just direct love and positive energy to that thing. And then allow this shape and our energy here to bless that thing that's being created. And then just let the breath come and go. Let yourself be here in your shape. Allowing yourself to enjoy the creative aspect of that thing. Not rushing to transform, not thinking of the transformation that led to it, but just basking in that creative process right now. If your mind wanders to analyze or to try to figure anything out, just bring it back to perhaps that triangle shape from left to right. Maybe we'll just trace that triangle, honoring that cycle. Let's give ourselves 3 more rounds of breath. Now, as you're ready, come onto your rebound. Maybe you're on your back, maybe you're on your belly. Whatever you choose, just come there, be there, and rest there. Let's give ourselves 1 more breath. And then exhale, maybe sigh. If you're on your back, move on to your belly. Maybe your hands like a pillow under the forehead, coming onto that stomach. And now let's bring the right leg out to the side so the right knee is in line with the hip. And maybe that right ankle is underneath the knee, is below the right knee. So coming into our tadpole, that half frog, yes. So the hip is out and the ankle, you can maybe draw a line to the knee. And if that's not comfortable, then you can bring that foot in. But coming into tadpole or half frog, another little hip opener, drawing awareness to that pelvis. Now be careful that you're not flexing the glute and tightening the outer hip. Just relax the glute, relax the knee, coming onto the belly. And in this shape, perhaps bringing to mind something in your life that you're preserving, that you're sustaining. Maybe the first thing that comes into your headspace. And then exhale, let it flow into your heart space and allow this shape to nurture whatever that preservation is. Whatever came to your heart space, allow it to be blessed here. Whatever you're preserving. And if the mind wanders, just bring it back to trace that triangle on the torso, or maybe you chant the mantra Om to yourself. And if that mind wants to analyze that preservation,
Just give it a break and say you can rest, and let's trace this triangle. And let's chant the mantra Om. Go ahead and come into your rebound, either on your back or on your stomach. Nice job. Be letting out and exhale. Coming into the stillness of your rebound as that prana kind of flutters through the body after our tadpole. Inhale and exhale. Let's give ourselves a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, draw the breath in. Let it go. We'll draw another breath in. That third breath, we'll pause at the top. And maybe sigh or audible exhale. Good. And then as you're ready, you can peel yourself off the ground. Come up to that tabletop position. And then we'll send that left leg out to the side, the right hip over that right knee, left foot out. Walk those hands forward. Then drop into your water bug. Maybe the forehead on the ground, maybe the forearms and elbows are down. Dropping into this opening of the inside of that leg. Again, maybe those shoulder blades, wherever you feel it, just allow it to be there. We're not trying to change anything here. Our Yin Yoga is all about surrender. And then maybe we bring that awareness to something in our life that is undergoing or has undergone destruction or transformation. The first thing that comes to your heart space, and let it be there and allow blessings to just flow like water upon that transformation. Maybe your mind wanders to judgment or logic or anything that the cognitive mind might like to do, because it's designed to do that. We don't want to fault our mind for thinking that's what it's supposed to do. It's what keeps us alive for centuries, for thousands of years. So we're going to give our mind something to do if it needs it. Maybe that triangle, or maybe the Om. Or maybe just saying the word transformation, transformation over and over. Energy follows consciousness. So with our consciousness there, the energy follows. We've already brought it to our heart space, so the energy is flowing there, and we can just let it go and surrender to our water function. Let the breath come and go. Let the eyes soften, let the face soften as well. The face relax, the tongue relaxes. Now let's come into our rebound. Whenever you're ready. On the belly or on the back. Dropping into that cycle of life. We are in the cycle of life, and the cycle of life is within us. Maybe notice the stillness within your being, or within your mind. Maybe notice the movement of prana within. Maybe movement of the mind. Allow your next breath to leave the body fully, and you just following that breath to the very bottom of the exhale. And then when you're ready, bring that left knee out to the side. That knee kind of in line with the hip, the ankle in line with the knee. For our tadpole or half frog. Exhale. Relaxing the glute, relaxing the soles of the feet. Softening the heart and the shoulders and the face. Drop into the front of the body, drop into the hips. And drop into the cycle of life itself. It's all around us all the time. We're all just doing the best we can. Relax the face and the glutes. Sometimes some of these shapes in Yin Yoga aren't as comfortable or relaxing as others, and it's kind of showing us that we can surrender and relax into a little bit of discomfort. As long as there's not pain. It kind of shows us how we maybe respond to discomfort in our life. How we react or respond. They say that how you practice on your mat is how you practice life. So giving ourselves this opportunity to step back and be the witness. And just observe. Just observe. Observing our responses, our thoughts. There's really not so much on the line, it's just a yoga pose. So straight down. Into the belly or beyond the back. Go with knees over heart, that's okay. Let the heart and shoulders soften, let the face soften. Let opinions, criticisms, judgments soften. Bringing in that witness, that observer. Now, as you're ready, without rush, rolling on to the back. And when you get to the back, they're coming into Shavasana. Or if you want, maybe grabbing the big toes with the peace fingers and pulling those knees kind of towards the armpits, letting those thighs come towards the side body. We'll give ourselves a happy baby. Let's relax our shoulders into the earth. And now soften the space between the hips, that water element area of body. Letting that belly collapse in. Let go of any effort in the feet. Just allow the hands to hold the feet. Maybe giving ourselves those 3 rounds of breath, embodying the cycle of life within those breaths. The cycle of life within the cycle of life within the cycle of life within the cycle of life. This ongoing cycle. We're all one. We're all connected. There's no ending. There's no beginning. There's just this isness. We just are. We are one. There's no separateness. You can stay in your happy baby as long as you like. Whenever you're ready to come to Shavasana, allow yourself to fully surrender and absorb all the beauty of your practice of surrender in your Shavasana. If there's anything you've been holding on to in any cycle of life that you're ready to let go of and transform in order for the creation, allow it to be now. You don't have to preserve it any longer. And just let it transform. Allow that creation to begin. That morphs into preservation. So allow everything to be. Maybe even notice the pulsing of prana in your body You notice the energy flowing as you energetically release, let go, invite in, surrender. That energy is following that consciousness. Let's bring our awareness to our breath. Now let's draw a breath in, honoring anything that's in the creative process in our life. And let it go. Draw a breath in to honor anything that stands out in the preservation process of life. Exhale. And draw a breath in, honoring that transformation. Let's feel the cycle of life within us, around us. And then feel ourselves as the cycle of life itself. Let's exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you. Yeah.